Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Module 4 overview. I'm joining you on a chilly Tuesday morning, so hence my super cozy sweater. So for here in Module 4, which is leading up to our next in-resident session for Course 2, we're going to be taking a look at the second part of our identification of gifted in Clark County that follows a lot of the state of Georgia rules, which is what you covered in Module 3. So Module 3, you took a look over that not super long resource manual for gifted education services for the state of Georgia, but fairly condensed and lots of information. So hopefully you're at least more familiar with some of the policies, some of the practices, and where they're located in this manual in the case that you need to refer back to them. And then you looked at a slideshow presentation of eligibility mock scenarios where you, based on your ability to find perhaps some of these procedures or policies in that resource manual to determine what you would do in some of those scenarios. And so I look forward to reading your reflections. A lot of you guys got those to me last night, so I will be grading those this week. So looking ahead to the next module, for Module 4, we are going to be meeting in class on December 3rd. You are to have two small things to do before then. The first is to review, it's a very short presentation, but you do need to make sure that you have it on file, or at least you remember where it is in our course. You can come back to it, and it's Exemplary Recommendations for Gifted Program. And so based on those 4 categories of assessment that we look at for gift identification, that being mental ability or IQ, achievement, creativity and motivation, looking at just some kind of like sample scores or sample assessment scores of what those categories would be, and then what we would do or how we would sort of interpret those scores and provide some recommendations for gifted programming. So keep that as a resource because you're going to need that. I'm kind of prepping you, scaffolding you for the interpretation project that we're going to talk about in class on December 3rd. You have one article to read, that's Sternberg's article, The Lies We Live By, and then you have a reflection to turn in based on your reading. It's a 3-paragraph reflection, and if you open that document on the website, read the guidelines at the top of the document, and it's pretty straightforward. So I look forward to reviewing or reading those next week. So in our in-resident session on December 3rd, we'll get started around 4:30, 4:40 perhaps, in Clark Middle's Bulldog Room of their library. Sari is going to be joining us. I am submitting all of the questions that you guys submitted for her to her so that she can kind of at least be prepared to answer them, if not incorporate them in part of her presentation. And then we're going to be starting our partner interpretation project. So if you've watched this video and you want to go ahead and decide who you want your interpretation project partner to be, you're welcome to go ahead and do that. But we will get started with that project in class when we meet next Monday. So do be sure that you try your best to be present. And that's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And if you have any questions, let me know and send those to me via email.